Alright, I'm back. We got some more Single Hill. This is a Single Hill Brewing Company out of Yakima, Washington, my city. And we got, what the hell does that say? Softly Falls. Now this is a peated American single malt barrel-aged Imperial Stout. Catch your breath. With fresh, blended with fresh stout and infused with Madagascan vanilla beans, graham cracker, and Dominican cocoa nibs. So that was a mouthful, but hopefully this is going to be one big boozy and delicious stout right here. Just says Single Hill on the side. We kind of got a purple vibe. Kind of looks like the forest, but like with a purple night vision going across it. This was a part of a three-piece or a three-pack of stouts, and they all had kind of like different additives to added to the mix to make them like different variants, I suppose, of the same base stout. Let's go ahead and push that to the side. And you can see right there, it's a very nice, very dark, about half a finger of really tight bubbles of a brownish tan head. That smells amazing coming off there. There is a little bit of roastiness, kind of like a coffee coming off there, but there's also a sweetness. Like probably from the cocoa. I was gonna say cacao, but then I said cocoa, but I meant to say cacao, but I ended up correcting myself by saying cocoa. I'm all over the place. So cheers, let's go ahead and get into this. Whoa! Gotta slap your grandma. Damn. That was fucking good. Right as I was taking it in, that's what she said, I got that graham cracker rolling across the palate. After that, kind of a milk chocolate, kind of semi-sweet type of deal. A little bit of warmth in the chest, but honestly, not as much as I was expecting. Let's see, I know it says it somewhere on here. 11.8 ABV. So it is a big stout, almost 12%. Let's go ahead and get one more. Yeah, once again, semi-sweet chocolate, a little bit of that graham cracker. The graham cracker is fleeting though. It's mostly chocolate, maybe just a little bit of espresso on the tail end, but it's not enough to overpower the chocolate. This one is a bit of a chocolate bomb. Excuse me. When I cracked that one open, it made a splash, so I gotta wipe down the mirror. Alright, let's get into today's shave. We're going to be using Moon Soap's Warmest Regards. And this was going to be my Christmas shave, but I was behind on Christmas and I was busy and I just didn't get a Christmas shave in. So Warmest Regards was supposed to be my Christmas shave, but it ended up being my couple days after Christmas. So we got notes of amber, tonka, oud, musk, and rum. I don't know why. Maybe they didn't have enough room on the label, but they left rum out. You can see kind of across the top there. Then they got the ingredients on the outer rim. Moon Soaps is always well-designed labels. I love it. Very classy. This is a beef tallow soap. As you can see right there, from the butcher to the barber, handmade in the USA. I love it when I see that little tagline, from the butcher to the barber. This is quite a firm soap. You could see by the white of my fingernail there when I was digging in. Quite a firm soap, but not so firm that You can't put a dent in it with some pressure, but it is a firm one, so really you don't need to load that heavy to get a good lather. And I should take my own advice, but I have so much soap. I love that little soft curl on the top. Looks kind of like a ice cream soft serve. We got plenty of lather here on the side because I load heavy every time, although it's not necessary. Thirsty Badger shaving bowl, handmade bowl out of Canada. I love that bowl. And then we got the Moon Soaps by Kent Designs brush right here. This one was called the Leaf Lads brush, and it's because we kind of designed it to look like a cigar. We had the kind of brownish body with the wrap right here, and then the maple was supposed to kind of signify the white ash. So beautiful brush. We got a AP Shave Co. Cashmere synthetic knot on top. And let's just go ahead and lather up. I guess I probably should have wet the face, but the lather itself is quite hydrated, so I'm not really worried about it. We'll just let that sit on the skin for a minute. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. I sure did. I did something Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I ate like a pig, but a pig that eats like a king. And I have prime rib and turkey, and then just as many sides as I could dream of, as many desserts as I could dream of. Had some drinks, played some games with the fam, and everybody had safe travels to and from. So everything went well for me, and I hope that everything went well for you guys. And hopefully you got some presents that you were looking forward to, possibly some shave gear or some soaps and whatnot. So anyhow, let's get back to the shave here. $20 for 6 ounces. This one is a good value soap. A nice, if you're on a budget or even if you're off a budget, this one is a nice pickup. It's a quality soap, comes from quality people, and I fully endorse Moon Soaps. I love their stuff. Let's talk a little bit about the razor. This is the Wacker Chevalier, and this is a German Solingen steel, made in Germany, Solingen, or Solingen, or whatever the hell it's called. We got horn scales. I really like the kind of angular end to it right there. I also like the kind of French tip. We got a hollow point right there. And of course you got that kind of elegant spine work. Very, very nice razor. I absolutely love this one. I recently had this rehoned by my buddy Seth over on the Jesus of Vegans on Instagram. Please go check out his IG. He does live shaves and honing pretty damn often. So if you want to actually chop it up and interact with the guy, you can, or throw some questions his way. He's really enthusiastic about honing and wet shaving as a hobby. Very active in the community. And just a real nice guy in general. I love to give him a hard time. But he put a killer edge on this Wacker, and I couldn't be happier to kind of have it back in my rotation on a regular basis. If you watch kind of like my last 10 videos, I've been rotating it in quite a lot. It's just, it was out of my rotation for months, and previously this was one of my favorite razors. So now that I got it back in action, I'm just, super enthusiastic to get some shaves in with it. I got about 3 or 4 days growth. This razor is taking it down with no problem, very comfortably, I might add. Kind of get that scruff that comes up around the collar line there. Kind of just using the top third of my blade. I enjoyed a video a while back where David Gonzalez, SoSharpDavid, check his YouTube channel out as well. That dude, one of the channels I've watched from really early on in my wet shaving hobbyist career, or whatever you might want to call it. He mentioned, you know, when you're a straight razor shaver, you don't always have to utilize the full length of the blade. And I do think that's good advice. Sometimes, you know, you only need to utilize, you know, just the foot or the toe or the heel, you know what I mean? You don't got to utilize the whole length of it. Sometimes 1/3 of the blade is all you need to do some detail work, you know what I'm saying? Okay, get up under here, stretch the skin. The scent on this one, beautiful. When I first bought it, I was gifted a candle to go with it, and man, I burnt that candle so quickly. I just had it going at all times. Moon soap, seriously. Get back to making candles. All of your scent line would go good in a candle. Just being frank. I'm not saying they're simplistic scents per se, but they're all crowd pleasers. Not overly complex. But they're just, I could just see every single one of them filling the aroma of my house. And I would love that. So consider it. Okay, going back to the bowl. Got plenty of lather left. I think the tonka and amber create kind of this spicy sweet heart on this one. Now, it's not overly spicy. You know, it's not like clove or allspice or cinnamon. But it kind of creates a more mellow vibe. Like a more mellow, spicy vibe. I wouldn't say this one is overly sweet. But it definitely has, you know, some prominent sweetness to it. That's kind of, it's only 5 notes here. So, and they, you know, let's see, 1, 2, 3, like 3 of them lend to sweetness. So, the rum, tonka, and amber kind of lend to that sweet vibe. I do think the oud and musk kind of ground it out, make it from being too simplistic. Although I don't feel like you can really pull too much oud or musk out of this. If you're not a fan of oud, then I wouldn't be afraid to still recommend this one to you, because I don't think it's heavy on kind of that polarizing oud. This is a very approachable example. So if you're not a fan of oud, I would still say this one's worth getting a sample of. Because it's not oud forward. There we go. Let's go ahead and get up under the neck. Sweep some of that leather off. Very nice. It's just cutting with no issues. Wow. No issues. All the slickness. Nice luxurious density to it as well. This formula had the addition of grapeseed oil for increased slickness and post-shave. I've never had any problem with Moon Soap's post-shave, but we're gonna try to pair it with something regardless. That inverted J-hook. There we go. Very nice. Got to keep those lines tight. The struggles of a bearded wet shaver. Very smooth. Really enjoy this edge. It just cuts with such ease. And it, although it doesn't quite feel as much of a laser as I like it to feel, I think this would be very approachable for the masses. It's smooth, but it still cuts effortlessly. I like it to feel like a fucking laser. So, you know, doesn't quite hit that laser sharpness for the actual face feel while shaving, but it is an effortless shave. Like, there's no tug whatsoever. Let's go ahead and go against the grain on the scruff right here. And we're good. So I think we just busted out a flawless shave. Let's go ahead and get the lather off and get some post-shave on. Absolutely no weepers. Looking good. We'll rinse off real quick. So, kinda, sorta trying to put together a best sense of 2022 list. I've already put some examples on the board. I don't know. I think it's going to be a best sense of 2022 for me and me alone, because some of them I'm not 100% sure if they were actually officially released in 2022, or if I just purchased them and became familiar with them in 2022. So that there might be like a caveat on the list, but still, all those recommendations should be interesting for you guys regardless. And there will be some that were released in 2022. We got our Lancaster Black Sheep Towel. Always a pleasure to finish off a shave with a plush Lancaster pat down. The bathroom just smells great right now. Still got that lather in the bowl, lightly perfuming my shave den. Got about a medium scent strength on this one. Alright, let's get some aftershave on. Now, I don't have the matching aftershave for this one, but I really need to invest in it because I do love the scent on this one. But we're going to complement this with the Great Bear from Black Mountain Shaving in collaboration with Murphy and McNeil. This is a alcohol aftershave, but it has plenty of skin food in there as well. Best looking aftershave bottles in the game with the frosted glass and the faux leather cap. Industry standard quality restrictor on top. You can give these ones a vigorous shake. That's what she said. Oh yeah. Now this one kind of has a similar sweet and spicy vibe. This one has the addition of cinnamon and a few other scent notes. So they're definitely different scents, but they complement nicely. They layer well. I'm going to put a little bit extra on the neck there. Oh yeah, that just feels great. Just the slightest tingle, since it is an alcohol aftershave, but it goes away almost instantly. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Once again, I hope you guys had a good Christmas. Hope you guys have a fun and safe New Year. And I appreciate you guys. Cheers, I'll catch you on the next one.